very often awards come for people for all sorts of different reasons, but they tend to come for individuals. But we've been pretty lucky this week. Jane and I have just been talking that we had 2 awards come in this week that are really different, but they were given to us both at roughly the same time, so for work that we had done together, and I think that that's really great. I'm pretty happy about it. I've gone through a bit of a health time in this last while and been going through an operation, so these actually came at a really good time. This morning, Chris Bentley, the Provincial Minister, came here to the house Sunday morning, and he gave me my Queen's Jubilee Medal, which is wonderful. But what's awful about it is that Jane got it before I did. She got it about a month ago. A federal MP, Irene Matheson, got you yours.
So mine's bigger?
No,
it's bigger?
They're same size. Just yours is older. You deserve it much more than I do. But it was a wonderful thing to get that. We appreciate it very much. We know that these are given out to all sorts of people who really, try to make a difference in their community, and to just be part of that group is a real honor. But now a really strange one that came in just this last week. Big envelopes came in the mail, and we got it. And here's mine. And what it said to me is that I have just been made a Kentucky Colonel. Now, most people don't know what that is. We sure didn't have any idea what it was. But anyway, Jane, why don't you explain how that came about?
We were speaking at a Eastern conference. Actually, it was here in London. 400, 500 young people were here, and someone heard us speak. We're actually speaking about Sudan and about individuals getting involved and the difference they can make. And someone came up to us and asked if we would be willing to be nominated as a Kentucky Colonel, and it was a little bit interesting.
It was, yeah. We didn't quite know what it was, so we asked them to explain it, and then they went through their process. And basically, it's the governor of Kentucky that decides to give these things out, and they primarily go to people in the United States. Kentucky, like actress Betty White has got it.
George Clooney.
George Clooney, I knew Jane would like that one. Johnny Depp, yeah, figures. Anyway, Jane is very happy that all those folks got it, but also people like John Glenn, the astronaut, Lyndon Johnson, Colonel Winston Churchill got it. That's right. So all that stuff was great, but it tends to be that the people that they give it to outside of the United States tends to be for humanitarian efforts, for what we're doing. So we presume it's for the food bank and for the work in Africa as well, and all the other stuff that Jane has done. But this award goes back all the way back to 1812. It was kind of resurrected in the 1930s, but it's gone out. So I've tried to get my kids to call us Colonel. How did that go? Not very well. No,
they want chicken.
They want chicken. That's right. Nobody is going to go by that, but it was just such a bizarre award. And but the fact that once again, as a couple, that we were able to be recognized was kind of great for the work that's been done. But these awards are important, and I don't mean just for Jane and I, but for all of those people that are out there slugging it out there in Sudan or in their communities or whatever it is. I think it's important to know that even from places you're not possibly expecting of, when we decide that we're all going to try to make a difference in the world, other people notice even when we don't. So it's really great. So at a time for us where it was really necessary, it was really nice that they came along. We really appreciate the people that were involved in the giving of those awards. And we don't expect anybody to call us Colonel, but we'll keep working on it.